Well, hello. Today is Saturday, March 22nd, and we're going to talk about the meeting highlights today. It's a reality check. Trust me, I needed a reality check this week. I really needed the reality check last week when I had my 0.9 gain because I was so disappointed last week because I really didn't deserve a 0.9 gain. And Saturday and Sunday and part of Monday, I had a little self-pity party. I didn't invite any of you. I'm sorry. But you didn't need to come to this kind of a party because it was a sad party. And I just ate and ate. And on Tuesday morning, I was feeling so disgusted with myself, and I got on the scale and I gained 4 pounds. Not only did I gain the 0.9, but I gained an additional 4 pounds. I was just so disgusted, despondent, just ready to quit. I really was just ready to quit. And I thought, no, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to do a reality check on myself. I never even realized that this was what the meeting was going to be about this week. And I did have a small gain, but I consider it a loss because I think I had gained by Tuesday the 4.9 from last Saturday. So I'm thinking I gained 4.9. So when I got on the scale today, I had a slight gain of 0.4, which I will accept. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. And I'm just going to move on. I put a turtle because I'm moving so slowly. I'm not even just staying the same. I'm just moving so slowly, and I need to get moving. And you can do it, and I know you can do it too. Together, we're going to do this because I'm tired. I'm just tired of not having any movement on the scale in the right direction. I even gave myself a little smiley face because I was happy that I did rein it back in. I really did rein it back in. So, the recipe on the card today is for a Cobb salad with smoked chicken. Other than the arugula, it does look pretty good. This is a serving for 4. I'm the only one that eats a salad, but I would pretty much make it somewhat to fit my needs. As you know, I do love salads. If you watch my daily vlogs, you see I do eat a lot of salads. But let's talk about the reality check that we all need to go through. It's a chain reaction, and I agree with this. What you think determines how you feel, and how you feel determines what you do. I was thinking last week, what's the point? I've gained 0.9. I walk 2 miles every day. I stayed within my points every single day. I should not have had a gain. I should have had a loss. I was really going in there thinking I had at least a 1 pound loss. I was so confident. And then she said 0.9, and I thought, well, at least it's not a pound. You know, I wanted a pound. And she said, what? I said, I really wanted a pound. She says, no, you gained 0.9. And I went, I thought you said I lost 0.9. She says, no, you gained 0.9. I was so mad at myself. And then I just felt, what's the point? What is the point? And so what did I do? I went crazy eating the wrong foods. I can't do that anymore. I needed to add some pretty helpful thoughts. I had a lot of unhelpful thoughts, but I need to add some helpful thoughts. I had to think, well, you know, you did gain 0.9. You did really work really hard. What I should have thought was, you know, you haven't walked all winter. Your muscles need to be repaired. So that means you're going to hold a little bit of sodium and to rebuild them. That's probably why you had your gain. And if I would have thought that through, I would have known it. I thought, well, I'm not going to walk anymore. But, you know, on Monday when I got up, even though I had eaten badly the whole weekend, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to sabotage myself by not going for a walk. I enjoy my walks. I don't consider them exercise, although I know they are exercise. I just enjoy it. I get to see people. The little ones are out riding their bikes now because the weather is finally starting to turn a little bit. The dog walkers are back out in full force, and so I can see my dogs that I like. I'd love to have a dog, but I don't want the responsibility of a dog, so I give all my love into the people the dogs I see on my walk. Sometimes if you sabotage your thoughts, you feel hopeless, and you do something you later regret, like not tracking the day's meals. I regret that I went crazy on Saturday and Sunday. I ate and ate and ate. And I got to the point I was eating just to eat. I wasn't enjoying anything. It was just, what can I eat now? And that's not the right mindset. That's just rarely not the right mindset. And nothing satisfied me. I do find when I go back to my old way of eating that no matter what I eat, it doesn't satisfy me the way if I have a healthy breakfast that starts me off my day, that keeps me satisfied till my dinner. I have a better mindset this weekend. Trust me, I've got a plan for the weekend, and I'm gonna stick with it. I really am. And I needed to do a reality check. It said, ask yourself, are there facts to back up your thought? No, there was no facts that really said, the reason you gained was because of this. Other than the fact that the fact is that when you start exercising, your muscles do need to get rebuilt a little bit, and so they are going to require a little bit more attention. So I should have done that. And also, if I was sitting next to a friend that would have gained 0.9, would I have been so, well, you know what, no wonder, you shouldn't have ate that or whatever. I would have been a little bit more encouraging. So you need to be a little bit more encouraging to yourself. So there's 3 thoughts that you can do to develop a better idea to see how it works. ID an unhelpful thought. After walking 3 days in a row, you miss a day, and then you think to yourself, I ruined my streak. What's the point of continuing on? No, just say, you know what, I walked for 3 days. For some reason I didn't walk today, but that's not going to stop me from starting again tomorrow, because tomorrow's a new day and I can start all over again. Number 2 is reality check that thought. Look at the fact. It's true that those 3 days were a waste of time, or imagine what you'd say to a friend who thought that. I enjoyed those 3 days I was walking. I don't know what the excuse was that I didn't walk on the 4th day, but you know what? The other 3 days I really had a good time. I really enjoyed myself. I felt better. I ate better during the day. And I had a better self-esteem look of myself, and so that's why. And number 3 is develop a new helpful thought. Yeah, I missed my walk, but it'll add up. I'll walk tomorrow. 4 out of 5 days would even be better than 3 out of 5. So think of it that way. And so this week what you want to do is do a reality check. Start to notice how an unhelpful thought impacts your feelings and actions, and reality check it to shift it to a helpful thought. She gave us some statistics, and like when she first wrote them down, I didn't really agree with them, but then I thought about it, and she said 30% of everybody lies about their exercise and their diet. I would include myself in that. I do a daily vlog. I do show you what I eat, but there are many a day when I close up my video at night, even though I say I'm not going to eat anymore, I might have a pretzel rod, or I might have a handful of nuts or something that I haven't really tracked, but my body's keeping track, even though my book is not keeping track. My body is keeping track of it. So I have to know that that's probably really true. The quote that she gave us was, when you argue with reality, you lose, but only 100% of the time. You can argue all you want about, well, this shouldn't be this and this shouldn't be that, but, I can argue about the reality of I shouldn't have gained 0.9, or gained 0.9, but the reality was I did gain 0.9, and there probably was a reason that I gained 0.9. There's a reason I gained 0.4 this week. It's because I really reined it in and lost over 4 pounds that I put on the weekend before. So you got to remember, there's a reality in everything if you think about it. When you meet new people, they say the average person lies 2 to 3 times in 10 minutes. I thought, you know what? I don't find this statistic true. I really don't. But then she gave an example, which is really true. You see an old friend you haven't seen in a while, and they go, hey, how you doing? How's everything going? How's your family? Is everybody doing good? And you go, yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. Family's fine. Family's fine. But then you're thinking about it. Maybe I really wasn't doing that great, but I just told you I was doing that great. Maybe your brother's having issues with the doctor that just doesn't really want anybody to know about it. Although it's still a little white lie. It's not something that you really wanted to share. You did kind of lie just a little bit. But so that kind of brought it in a little bit that was true. Most people lie about something 4 times per day. So I thought to myself, well, I'm mostly alone during the day because I go for my walk in the morning and I'm alone. And then Jim and I are together just for a little bit before he goes to work. And then I'm alone until he gets home from work at night. So how can I lie 4 times a day? You know what? I can have this one cookie and it's not going to make that big of a difference. Well, yeah, that one cookie is going to make a big difference because it's going to lead to the second cookie. As I'm tasting this, I don't need to track it because it's just a taste. Bites, tastes, and licks, they all add up. You got to remember that. So tiny little lies that you say to yourself. Like I always say, this weekend, next weekend, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better. And that's a little lie I tell to myself because I think, I'll tell myself I'm going to do better. But I really know in my heart of hearts that I'm not going to do better. That's a little lie I told myself. But I'm tired of lying to myself. So I've told myself this weekend, you know what? We're going to track out something we're going to do. We're going to do better. We're going to try to do better. Maybe we won't do better, but we'll do a little bit better than we did last weekend. But it's not because we're going to lie to ourselves and say, well, I'm not going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. I know I will be. They say men lie an average of 6 times a day while women do 4 times a day. I think, to defend the men, they probably have more lies, because if you go up to your husband or your boyfriend or, you know, your significant other or whatever, and you say, how does this look on me? You don't want them to tell you truly. I mean, you truly do, but you really truly don't want them to tell you how you look. You want them to say, oh, you look really pretty. Oh, you look like you lost weight. Oh, I like your hair that way. They have to say that. Otherwise, there's the wrath of, you know, because, I mean, not everybody's like that. I'm not saying all women are like that. But my feelings get hurt. If I think I really look good in something and I say to Jim, how do I look? I really want him to be truthful. Truth be told, I really, really want him to be truthful. But sometimes if he's truthful, I get hurt. And do I really want that truth, you know? So you got to really think about it that way. So you got to check the reality and check the actual facts. There's no such thing as alternative facts. It's either reality or lies. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's not going to make it any prettier. You know, it's just, you know, you have to face the reality. You can say to yourself, you know, my body can handle a lot of calories because, you know, I'm doing so well and I have a high metabolism rate. But the reality is, the older you get, the slower your metabolism is. You might have had a really great metabolism in your 20s, but by the time you hit your 40s, it starts going downhill. And by the time you're in your 60s, it's really getting difficult. Not impossible. The reality of it is, it's not impossible. It's an actual fact that it's a little bit harder, but it's not impossible. And you have to define what self-deception is. You know, I think I look really good in this top. When you know really well that it's a little bit snug and you really need to lose a little bit more weight. My biggest pet peeve is when I see somebody in some clothes and they go, look at this is a size 10. And you can see that they really should be in a size 12. Okay, you fit in the size 10, but it doesn't look good on you. That doesn't mean you're really in the size 10. You don't fit in the size 10, but you're in the size 10. Nobody knows what size you wear unless you tell them, because nobody wears their labels. Well, some people do, but most people don't wear their labels on the outside where you can see what size they are. So don't lie to yourself, because you're only cheating yourself. I've always told my kids growing up that if you have to cheat to win, is it really a victory? Because it's just not a victory. And if you have to lie about something that's so inconsequential, that's a big word, but anyway, if it just doesn't make any sense to lie about it, why do you do it? You know, why? You know, like, I'd like to say I'm just in a size large, but I'm in an extra large. But you know what? At one point I was in a 3X. So the reality is, I'm working my way down. The smallest I'm ever going to get, I know, is a large. I'm kind of like on the bigger bone side, and that's another lie. There you go. See, I just caught myself in a lie. Anybody that's overweight always say they're big boned. But if you can put but see, I can't. If you can touch your thumb to your finger like that, then you're really a small bone person. But I would say that this is like a medium for me, because I almost touch. A large would have been like that. So I'm really like a medium bone person. But when I tell people I'm a large bone person and I can carry more weight, that's not a reality. So, you know, that's a little bit of self-deception on my part, to think that. I'm tall, so I can get away with weighing more. Granted, I'm going to weigh a little bit more because I'm tall, but if I'm overweight, it doesn't matter how tall I am, I'm still overweight. And just like we tell other people to make them feel, we tell other people lies to make them feel better, sometimes we tell ourselves lies to make ourselves feel better. We've all got that friend that has that outfit that you don't really, oh, that looks so nice on you. That's your color. That's your color. You really should wear that more often. And then in your mind, you're thinking, well, the color's all right, but that size sure don't fit. I would have just said, you know, I really like that color on you. It's really pretty. You know, that way you're kind of somewhat bending the truth, but you're not completely. But, you know, we tell ourselves lies all the time. We really do. You know, I can have this extra piece of candy because I was really good yesterday. It's not going to affect me today because I was really good yesterday. Well, that's a lie. It's going to affect you because it's going to add calories onto your body that you don't really need. So you want to avoid self-deception by these three things. You want to be aware of what you're being self-deceptive about. Do a self-exam and ask yourself, what do I lie to myself about? And adjust your mindset. You don't have to beat yourself up every single day of the week. But every once in a while, you do need a reality check, and you need to rein yourself in and think to yourself, do I really need it? And I wore this shirt today because it says Carpe Diem, seize the day. I'm going to wear it well, I'm not going to wear it both days because tomorrow I'll put a different shirt on. But it's reminding me that this weekend, Carpe Diem, I'm going to seize the day. I'm going to seize Saturday, and then I'm going to think to myself, Carpe Diem again tomorrow, and seize the day tomorrow. Because I am not going to sabotage myself this weekend. I have no intentions of it. So remember to do this week a reality check of yourself, and I'm sure you'll be noticing things about yourself that if you're completely honest with yourself, you'll see what you're fibbing about, really. So that's my take of the reality check this week. I am going to have a loss next week. I am not going to go crazy this weekend. I did find this snack that I do like. It's 3 points for about 12 crackers. They're very small though, but you know, they're very filling. And let me show you how small they are. I showed it on my daily vlog the other day, but they're very high in sodium. That's the only thing. But I think a potato chip is high in sodium too. Not to make a, see, they're very small. Very, very small. But they have a really good crunch to them. I got one more I can eat. To me, they don't have an aftertaste or anything, but it has 230 milligrams of sodium, which is very high, 10%. And it's 100 calories. But sometimes you just need a crunchy snack, and this will do it. So, sorry to eat in front of you. That was nice. That was not nice. Would you like one? Let me share. Reach in the bag, take one. Not polite to eat in front of people. Okay, I will see you next Saturday on my weekly highlights. If not, check me out my daily vlog every day. I have it posted about 9 o'clock at night. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think I did, how you think I did. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit the like button and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. So I'll talk to you guys on my daily vlog. Here's the recipe that they're showing this week. I somewhat use this recipe myself. I don't use arugula because I don't like arugula, but I seem to like everything else on here. I have to tell you, I've never had blue cheese. I don't know. I love cheese though, but it does look like a pretty good meal. Doesn't it look appetizing? And then on the back, we talked about trying a reality check. Is what I needed today. Definitely, definitely needed today.